This is a circle bed of potato onions that I'm going to harvest now. They're getting to be dry looking, so I think they're not going to be growing anymore. Time to get them out of here because I have some white mammoth salsify growing in here. Let it have its day. This is the way I cheat time and space, is by planting more than one item in the same spot. So that is a potato onion right there. Look at that. Pretty nice one. The way I've read it is these are the originations of onions way back when. So back in Europe. Ooh, that one really came out easy. They were really good. Not to disturb the salsify that's close by. Look at this one. There's some nice big ones in here. So these were the largest. I don't save the very large potato onions, but these were the largest of the mediums, and I planted them as soon as the frost came out of the ground. Oh, they're coming out of the ground nice. And they are really ready to be picked right now. And they're definitely earlier than the one next door. These were the little bit smaller mediums, and I planted those more densely. This little circle bed, it's about 2 feet in diameter, and the center is mulched. So all we have is that circle bed running around that little mulch pit. And in the mulch pit I put in kitchen discards and other garden discards as a means to attract the worms to come and eat it. And oh, there's a big one. There's some big ones. And these big ones are supposed to have more eyes and give me smaller onions. Like these are too big. I won't save those for replanting as seed, but I'll eat those. These are storage crops. They will store for a year and longer and still be hard as a rock. So I've got a little cord here. I got half of it taken, and what I do is I hang them in my shed. There was a study that proves if you dry them in the sun, they actually lose nutrition. So I'll bring them in the shed. The shed is airy. There's air flowing through it. There's a little cord I have, and I'll just double it up like this. Actually, I can do it after I bring it around. So now I dry them in the shed. Just like that. So the little circle cord here, I'll hang it by I got some screws in the shed that I'm going to hang it by. Right where my finger is, right there. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go bring this to the shed now and go get another cord. One after the other half of the bed. You see I was talking about the mulch pit in the center. That's what this is. I actually had a volunteer tomato come up and I transplanted it into this mulch pit. So that's another one other than the salsify. I'll have a tomato growing. Now that I have this hail shield here, I can tie a trellis up for it. But this here is not a potato onion. That is a elephant garlic that was growing in there. Elephant garlic might not be a companion plant to potato onions because it's pretty small. Oh, look at that batch. Oh, that's a dandy. Those were all together. They kind of broke apart. So we'll see how that goes. And here's our next bunch right here. I think it's going to be too big for my cord. You know, for just a couple people in the house, this is a monster harvest. Some of these real little ones, I'll eat those. The really little ones and the really big ones I eat, and the rest of them I save for seed. Last year I saved 55 of them, and I just harvested 21. So I got 34 to go. I had 21 in this bed, and there, I can get them all in here. Here's the little thing to hang on the hook. Don't forget this, my little elephant garlic. But then the 34, they were planted about a month later than these. Still, they were kind of catching up. So probably in 2 weeks, I probably saved 2 weeks by planting some early. And they were kind of slow because it was a cold spring. So maybe it's better off just waiting for a month and wait until, you know, the later part of April before I plant them. But you know, you get the itch, you want to do it. So I probably won't. Okay. Got to get a picture. Picture of me. Let's go this way. Me and my potato onions. Here they are, hanging in the shed. The shed is open. Lots of air flows through here. And that's where you want to dry them.